Hello, I'm Grita Tita Gita Mayor. Thank you so much for subscribing this channel. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, so that others will also be equipped about their potential. And if you are new, click the subscribe and notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I will upload a new video. In this channel, you will receive wisdom for living. We are now on day 322. God is a giver. So yung ating tagapaglikha ay giver. So ang ating text ay makikita sa 1 John chapter 3 verse 1. It says here, how great is the love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God, and that is what we are. The reason the world does not know us is that it did not know Him. So, yan yung ating text. So, yung ating tagapaglikha, nagsabi rito na napakadakila, napakalawak, napakalaki ng pagmamahal na ibinuhos ng ating Creator, ng ating God sa bawat isa sa atin. At ang sabi dyan, dahil tayo ay anak ng Diyos. Hindi tayo kilala ng mundo, hindi kinikilala dahil hindi na kilala yung ating tagapaglikha. So, yan ang sabi dyan. And it says here in this slide, God is constantly releasing seeds into the soil of your life. He is a giver and He created you to be like Him. The foundation of God's giving nature is revealed in His purpose for creating men and women. So yung kanyang pagiging mapagbigay, hindi lang siya mapagbigay because that is His nature. He's a giver. Now, God is constantly, natural sa Kanya, tuloy-tuloy, giving, releasing seeds sa ating buhay. It means, araw-araw, kagaya yan, araw-araw niya tayong ginaprotect, araw-araw niya tayong binibigyan ng hangin na libre, araw-araw na yung ating environment, lalo na pag nasa probinsya ka, napakasarap malanghap yung mga simoy, yung simoy ng hangin sa dagat. Wow! So, di ba? Yung ating environment na kung saan ay napakasarap langhapin kapag ito ay fresh air. Now, na yun ay araw-araw na nating nararanasan. He's a giver and He created you to be like Him. Ang isang pundasyon, ang sabi rito, dun sa slide na binasa natin kanina, na kung saan giver siya, is nilagay niya yung kanyang nature sa atin. At yung kanyang purpose, di ba? Sabi dun sa Genesis 1:26, ang sabi doon ay, God, let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, that they may rule over the fish of the sea, so the birds of the sky. So, ibig sabihin ay tayo ay nilikha niya na ayon sa kanyang likeness at sa image, sa kanyang wangis at sa paano siya mag-function. So, binigay ni God sa atin yun, nilagay niya sa atin. At yun ay nilagay niya yung ating spirit. The spirit that we possess comes from Him. So, it means, nilagay niya sa atin yun, hindi siya nagdamot sa bawat isa sa atin. So, that's the evidence that God loves us and He gave Himself for us through dun sa spirit na yun. Sabi rito, God made Adam and Eve so He would have someone to love and bless more children like Christ, His incarnate Son. Although God possessed all He had created, those things were useless to Him until He created man to release their potential by using His creation and thereby showing off His fullness. Ayan. So, si God, nilikha niya si Adam. Yun ang sabi sa slide. Nilikha niya si Adam and Eve para mayroon siyang mamahalin at pagpalain. Kagaya ni Jesus Christ, His incarnate Son. Although na pagmamayari niya tayo, it is still useless yung nilikha niya kung sabi niya rito, until He created man to release their potential by using His creation. So, ibig sabihin, bawat isa sa atin, yung potential na mayroon tayo, yung resources, yung galing, yung talents, yung abilities, binigay niya sa atin para i-release natin sa iba, gamitin natin sa iba, itulong natin sa iba, iserve natin sa iba, at yun ay napaparangalan yung ating tagapaglikha. God bless us to be a blessing. Ayun. So, pagka tayo ay nagsishare, pag tayo ay nagbibigay, we are showing the image of God in us, and we function like Him because He is love, and He function also by loving us. Tayo rin. So, kung sino siya, ganun din yung ginagawa natin. So, ibig sabihin, pinapakita natin yung kanyang nature within us. In essence, God, who is love, created man to fulfill his potential to love. Love is worthless until it is given away. It must have an object to be fulfilled. Kagaya sa atin, we are the object of God's love. So that's why He created us. So, He loved us that we can also love others. And we need also someone, an object to love. Yun yung sinabi. At yung love na binigay niya sa atin ay useless siya, hindi siya nagagamit hanggat di rin natin binibigay sa iba, di ba? Love is something when you give it away, it will turn right back to you. So kung anong pagmamahal na natanggap mo kay Jesus Christ, natanggap mo sa ating tagapaglikha, your potential, your ability to love, ay magiging walang kabuluhan kung hindi mo ito ibigay sa ibang tao. Na it must have an object to be fulfilled. So para ma-fulfill, ay kailangan ay ibigay mo yung pagmamahal mo. You have to decide. So bawat isa sa atin, sundin natin yung example ng ating tagapaglikha. He is a giver, therefore God needed something on which He could lavish His love. Something that could understand and appreciate what He had to give. Of all God's creatures, only men and women share God's spirit and thus can appreciate His love. Ayan. So, sa lahat na nilikha ni God, yung mga hayop, wala silang spirit. Yung mga plants, wala din sila. Only men. So, tayo lang. Wala siyang nilikhang kagaya natin. Remember, yung bawat isa sa atin, nung nilikha niya tayo, hindi lang siya nagsalita. Anong ginawa niya? Kumuha siya from the ground, ginform niya, tapos ay ginform niyang tao, pagkatapos ay hinipan niya, nilagyan niya ng mata, ilong, ibig sabihin na perfect body, and then, nung may body na produce ni God, nagawa ni God, sa kanyang hinipan. So it means we came from Him. And that nature to love ay niligay niya din sa atin. At kapag hindi tayo nag-function kagaya niya, mag-malfunction tayo, di ba? Natutunan natin yon. Now, binigay niya sa atin na kung saan yung pagmamahal na yon, tayo lang yung binigyan niya ng kanyang spirit at tayo lang yung maka-appreciate ng kanyang pagmamahal na yun kasi nagkakaintindihan tayo ng ating tagapaglikha because we came from Him. Ayan. So, ano man yung ability natin na magmahal, yan yung ability na binigay ni God sa atin. And since God loves us, at tayo nilikha niya na object ng kanyang pagmamahal, tayo, ganun din, dapat na may object din tayo ng pagmamahal. So, we must love other people within His context, remember? We must love others, we must share love within God's context within God's principle. Siyempre, ayon sa principle, ayon sa tuntunin, di ba, pag i-share mo yung potential na mayroon ka, ating napag-aralan, sundin mo yung tuntunin paano ito i-share. Kasi tayo lang nilikha ni God na mayroong kakayahan to reason out. Tayo lang nilikha ni God na kung saan He share His Spirit in us at tayo lang yung pwede maka-appreciate ng kanyang pagmamahal. Dahil tayo yung object ng pagmamahal ni God na kung saan ibinuhos niya. You are the object of God's love because love can be fulfilled only when the receiver of love is like the giver. He created you like Himself to be loved by Him and to love as He loves. So, nilikha niya tayo para mahalin. Ibig sabihin, tayo yung object ng kanyang pagmamahal. So, bakit niya rin nilikha yung ibang tao para i-share din natin sa kanila yung ating pagmamahal? And in return, we must also love our Creator, of course, because we understand each other. So, yung pagmamahal, ang kakayahan mo na magmahal ay ma-fulfilled, mararanasan mo yun kung marunong ka mag-release sa iba ng pagmamahal. The receiver of love is like the giver. So, maintindihan niya lang yung pagmamahal mo kung maintindihan ka. So, ganun din sa ating tagapaglikha. For example, you love someone and you care for them. You explain why you are doing that. So, pag naintindihan nila, ma-appreciate nila yung pagmamahal mo. Pero kapag hindi, nako, iaabuso ka. So, ganun din sa ating tagapaglikha. And since we were created by God, He knows us. So, we must also know Him because we can only appreciate His love for us if we understand Him. Kapag kakilala natin yung ating tagapaglikha, He created you like Himself. Nilikha ka niya na maging, mag-function kagaya niya. Nilikha niya tayo na maging kagaya niya. So, to be loved by Him and to love as He loves. So, ganun din dapat yung ating pagmamahal, kagaya ng pagmamahal niya. Kasi kagaya tayo niya eh. We are the object of His love and at the same time, He lavishes His love on us so that we can also love others because He has given us the ability. Meron tayong kakayahan magmahal. So, ang pagmamahal na yan, yun yung magkukos sa atin to give. Ayan, yun yung motivation natin because when God put His Spirit in us, He loves us. So, ibig sabihin, ganun din tayo. So, yun yung ating dapat na sundin so that we can love. Sabi rito ay, He created you like Himself to be loved by Him and to love us as He loves and to love as He loves. Para magmahal din tayo ng kagaya ng kanyang pagmamahal. So it means within His context yung sinasabi natin na pagmamahal. Now, my question is, who among God's creation can understand His love and appreciate His love? Sa dami-dami na nilikha ni God, sino yung nakakaunawa ng pagmamahal na ito at sino yung kanyang object ng pagmamahal? So, kung alam nyo, and if you want to share your ideas about that question, please leave a comment below. So that's all. Thanks for watching. God bless.